Alrighty guys, welcome back to another episode of Dutch Diecast Collector. Today we got a package for the first time from Diecast Diorama. Now I used to order from these guys back in the days, but then it was the employee working for the company that I used to order from. I'm not going to mention the name of the company as that is dead and this guy moved on. So this guy is called Tarkan and he is a close friend of mine. And he started his own business. And he started in Diecast Diorama, so the name may fool you a little bit, as it actually contains also diecast. So he luckily had HA9551 still sitting. I saw one in Japan and I thought like it was too much in euros to bring back. And then I asked him like, hey, do you have one? And he said yes. So first glance at how do they ship? Really good. So extra foliage over there, nicely packaged in. My name is on there, and some commercials, we'll check that, and the invoice is nicely behind it. So we're gonna unbox this together and show you how Diecast Diorama takes care, and maybe you are interested in ordering in the future from them. Alright, so that's the foil removed. So a nice leaflet, which is good, and a 10% coupon code. So if you're interested, feel free to use one. But very nice, very cool. So the first one that wants to use it, feel free to, which is very cool. No, nicely, the foliage still on there, so that's really good. So thank you for that, Tarkan, for leaving that on. Let's see if we can remove the tag. Alrighty. So yeah, let's unbox this together. I'll station my camera and show you guys how it looks. Alrighty guys, so first glance, box art really cool. Photo by Alex Snow. Also has a little website, so I always like to help these creators, so feel free to look that up. If you want the link, I can send it to you. But pictures look awesome. It's very cool, very neat. Of course, box art, as always, by Hobby Master, very good. In general, I'm always never disappointed. This is a 2-year-old release, and for some reason I missed it. I think I wasn't paying attention when new releases came out. Because usually I like to collect Sukhois, and especially like MKs and so on. Alrighty, so our first glance of packaging is excellent. You right away see a big ass styrofoam insert. Missiles even have some spare play to it, so that's really good. Yeah, nothing bad to say about that. So we have the standard stand, aluminum with plastic base without tag nowadays, but that's okay. What I did do myself, I bought myself in Japan already an upgrade for this one, because I knew I was getting it. So this is the Sukhoi 3034 stand, and hard to find, but this one is HA9551. So I'll show you this stand also today. But first glance, plain. So I have double tapped, which is good. We'll use this bottom base as a end result in the end. First glance looks really good. Wow, what a stunner. A little bit of text issue here in the lining, but that is usual, and it's on the real plane also a little bit. But look at those details, like those little flare pots in the back here, really nice. And the gray color, better than I expected. I originally wanted to buy a Chinese Sukhoi, or the Shenyang. But I said to myself, I'm going to buy just a gray Sukhoi then, because I like the color for some reason. But I'm not big on Chinese planes. I don't want to over-collect, let's say, so I don't want to go a new topic. But first glance on the paint, really nice. Also the casting, by the way, it still is very good. The canopy closure, perfect actually. Cockpit details, also high level again. Wow, look at that. I hope I can get that on image. Details are very, very good. I wonder how I missed this. Now, I have to say, actually excellent plane, like the lining, the paint job, the tail, the insert tail details, all looks excellent. So this is one of those models I missed for some reason, and yeah, that's fine, it can happen. Pitot seems very strong, yeah, it's really thick, but don't play around too much with them. Wingtip missiles, nicely done, they're glued inserts. This one has a little bit of play to it. That's something that can happen, might change that in the future. Yeah, it has it's a glue defect. But that's a small defect versus other things that I've seen in the past. Stabilizer in the rear with the angles on it. Not movable, by the way. So there are no movable parts except for the air brake, of course. But yeah, first glance, really cool. So I'm gonna put everything on the table that's in here and show you the parts. Hey guys, so all parts, so the missile sets, really nice wide range of missiles, so that's really cool. We'll see how the packs fit. Usually on the Sukhoi frames, they're quite good. Closed and open air valves, the pilot figures in blue suits, the open canopy, of course, and open landing gear. I'll show you first open landing gear, how to show how the plane sits. And then further on, we start building it up in flight mode on the aftermarket Hobby Master stand, or aftermarket in market, but you get what I mean. But yeah, let's start building. Alrighty guys, I also forgot to add the part for the open air brake, so that's also a loose part in the skid, so that's really nice. Pitot, nice, open canopy, very cool. I'd say the stance is really nice, and the wheels fit in super easy, so that's really cool. Only part I need to ask, and maybe someone in the community knows, on my finger here I have a very tiny part, and hard to get a focus on this little guy. They're little frame parts. They're with the pilots. Feel free to let me know what it is exactly. They're probably some sort of a little antenna piece that I don't know about. But look at that plane, really cool. So we're gonna armor up. First clean look of closed air gear. Have to say, if you really push them in nicely, they sit really well. And of course you have the execution hatches, so if you want to pull them out again, it's super easy. Then you have a small blind plug for your plane, so you can blind up the original hole for the stand, let's say, the original one that came from the box. And that one fits really nice and tight, I already noticed. So yeah, this is a bare one, so if you want to fly bare, that's also a possibility. By the way, intakes, there is some basic detail in the deep, I think, but I'm not 100% sure. I think it's empty. And also the thrusters in the rear have some detail, so that's really cool. But yeah, we'll decor out further with weapons. By the way, so straight off, the nicest thing about it, by the way, put it in a jig when you're working. My highest recommendation, by the way, don't pay mind to the scissors. They were just there to open packages. But putting it on a decent frame. Now the downside is the stabilizers are hitting first, so the rear tail wings. So when you're pushing down missiles, you need to still put something underneath. A finger will help. And then gently wiggle and push, gently. And then don't push on the missile frame. It's way too weak. And push on the outer ends. So the outer ends of the missiles, so first put down the first part with your both fingers and then gently push them in. Now, nice thing about running not the standard stand is you can actually put the rear missile in the front one. The front one. The rear one always fits with the stand, but you can actually put all the missiles in, so that's a lot cooler. Now we're going to prep the stand. Alrighty guys, so that's the nice thing about reviewing. I can review it for you. I would not do this. Maybe the SU-34 ones fit a little bit better, but they're bigger. This is way too tight, so I'm assuming that this is for the SM type. Maybe there's a different thruster, but the MK, for me, it doesn't fit. It's so tight that the thruster came out, and this one, I think it's a snap in it even. So yeah, I'm gonna keep this model permanently in my collection. I'm not gonna sell that. But yeah, the fitment was very tight. I would not trust it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dumb down. I'm gonna downgrade myself a little bit. I'm gonna go with the standard stand, so you guys can also see that right away. And the pack removal, of course, because we're going to remove the missile for that to make this fit. So I'm going to remove both air missiles, by the way, because I don't like one single. So not a big good start, but the plane is really cool, but just the stand, no. Alrighty guys, and there you have it, my finished Sukhoi 30MK. I have to say it's a very nice model. The only things that I could find with it that were off is, that I couldn't fit the thrusters in, but that is mainly, I think, the stand type. That's not fitting for this one, maybe for a later generation or older, but I'll keep this one for later use and we'll figure that out down the road, what to use it for. For the rest, excellent shipping from Diecast diorama. So guys, if you're interested, feel free to hit them up on, let me not ruin my model here, diecastdiorama.com. I'll put a link in my description. An enthusiastic owner that really wants to help you and figure out how to get your models. For the rest, I would like to thank you all for watching again. Please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. It's always very welcomed. And hope to see you guys next time at the next review or store visit. Stay tuned and bye-bye in the skies.